Okay, we're not on dogs at the moment, we're on sheep. It's related. This is the story of Badger, the lamb with attitude. It's a true story, except that he now lives with me because the owner of the farm where he was born, whose daughter reared him, when he got to be extremely wicked in his middle age and could leap out of everywhere, threatened him with the butcher, and her little daughter said, "Can't, he's my friend." So it was decreed he shall live with Daphne, and he does, and whenever any fences get destroyed they come and fix them. Anyway, it's the story of Badger, the lamb with attitude. That's what Flinos' father called him. Flinos, all of 4 years old, plodded in her welly boots around the field to check for ewes in need of human help. She found him lying in a ditch, motherless, alone and cold, and very nearly dead. "He's very weak," her mother said. "He may not last the night." But Flinos wrapped him in her arms and carried him around the farm, and tended him all day, and fed her patient little drinks of warmed-up milk, until he stood alone on wobbly legs, and bleated, and his eyes grew bright. Day by day he grew less weak, as Flinos carried him around, until he outgrew her little arms, and followed her around the farm as might a dog, astounding ducks and dogs with most unsheep-like confidence and cheek. In time Flinos went to school, and had to leave her pet behind. Badger, bored, had to find other amusements. Best of all was the simple fun of breaking rules. He never stayed within a pound with other sheep, but treated fences with disdain, leaping out with single bound from any field to ascertain where something better might be found. He chased the ducks and ate their food, and thumped the dogs, who soon eschewed all thoughts of trying to restrain a lamb so unruly and so rude. Mother spied him for the umpteenth time upending buckets by the score, and shrieked, "Oh, please, no more! It's that lamb with attitude again." Badger, unconcerned about his latest crime, considered the approaching hour and departed, chewing garden flowers to wait for Flinos in the lane. Right, I'll have to have a sheepdog one in honour of Crab, won't I? So we'll have the sheepdoggerel anthem. I'm sure Crab knows it, and he sings it just as well as he sings the other one with you. They all know it. It's called the sheepdoggerel anthem. The chorus can go in any places where one likes, but it would make it far too long if I put it every time, so I don't. The chorus is, it's based on the red flag, by the way. I mean, it goes to the tune of the red flag. Or Tannenbaum, whichever you prefer, which is the same. Chorus. Come rain and gales and whirling snow, we've seen it all before, and so we raise a paw and swear that we to farm and flock will faithful be. In byres and yards across the land, you'll find our multifarious band of collies who, though farmers scowl, to pass this time this anthem yowl. We may be muddy and unkempt, and may have fleas and smell a bit. We let folk in, and then attempt to bite their heels, we must admit. But when the farmer whistles us and duty calls, then with no fuss we roll right through a 5-bar gate, and all his needs anticipate. We dip our tails and crouch nearby, to hear, away, or else come by. For we are clever, we're so bright, we know our left paw from our right. The gate roll is a skill innate, no other breed can imitate. While other dogs are thwarted quite, we're up the mountain out of sight. From puppyhood we know that we were born to fetch from slope and scree, from pasture, meadow, mountain steep, those fascinating creatures, sheep. Though some of us are less than brave, we teach those sheep how to behave. We fix them with a glassy stare, and disobey they do not dare. We yearn not for a life of ease, and only want the boss to please. We're kind to ewes with newborn lambs, and stand our ground gainst bolshy rams. The barn is cleared, it's time to shear, and men from neighbours' farms are here. We know today amidst turmoil we shall not rest from farmyard toil. We'll work for hours and hours until every sheep is off the hill. Oh lanolin, the smell of sheep all gathered in. No matter how they shout and curse, and some of them do even worse, each farmer knows one truth of old: a collie's worth is more than gold. Though poodles sleep on satin beds, and we in barns and draughty sheds, And when we die, in fields we lie, with grazing sheep above our heads. Come rain and gales, and whirling snow, we've seen it all before, and so we raise a paw, and swear that we, to farm and flock, will faithful be.
Oh.
Can I do one more?
Yep.
Right, we can either have a sestina for a working sheepdog, or we can have a guinea pig calypso.
Oh, let's have a guinea pig.
Right, it's a literature anyway. There's a guinea pig calypso and a hedgehog calypso. This is entirely due to Wednesday competitions in the website. Guinea pig calypso. The guinea pig people inhabit a hutch that rabbits abandoned. They don't think much of his house in the garden with nothing to do, so they squeak and they squeak in fluent guinea pig squeak. When Daddy goes to work and Mum's at the shops, the children let the guinea pigs gobble up the crops. They gobble in the garden where the vegetables grow, eat all the radishes and lettuce in rows, and they play hopscotch and catch me if you can, till Dad comes home and is not a happy man. Chasing through the flower beds, up and down the path. Guinea pigs in garden like soap in the bath. Guinea pigs slippery, guinea pigs not daft. Gallivating guinea pigs have the last laugh.